Hey babes, welcome back to our channel. My name's Hannah.
My name's Chastity.
We just saw After and we got some thoughts. So
Stay tuned.
we got some serious thoughts.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
Hey, what's up you guys? Yes. So just saw After. You gonna say hi?
Hello.
I dragged him along. I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of feelings. I don't want to say too much before Chastity and I go see it together tomorrow because we're going to do a whole review. But I just kind of wanted to capture like my first reaction, and that is that it's not the book. So like, as somebody who's never read the book, if you had to grade the movie, what would you say? What would you give it?
In what respect?
Like A through F.
Well, I understand.
Like enjoyment. What did you think about
enjoyment?
it? Yeah.
C minus.
C minus. That's not bad. I would also probably give it like a C. As far as like how well they adapted it, I'd probably give it like a C or a C minus on that also. There was just a lot for me that was missing, and I don't want to try to compare it to the book because I know that Anna and the producers and the director said it's going to be different. There's only so much they can do with that amount of time, and I get that, but I feel like they missed out on the essential part that is Hardin. That was the biggest thing that was missing for me. And also Zed, like, who was Zed? He had about 4 lines, so I don't know. We're gonna talk more about it after Chastity and I see it, but I just kind of wanted to, you can't even see me, but I just wanted to capture my first reaction. Sure. So
I don't know if
apparently this entire video is just gonna be on my phone. Essentially.
Yep. That's how we're working this.
We have so many thoughts. Oh my god, my hair is wet. It's fucking snowing in April. Welcome to Indiana.
Yeah.
I know. So,
Fucking freezing.
first things first. I saw Laura did this, so I wanted to do this.
Okay.
Sorry for making anybody sick by shaking this camera all around. Grade A through F.
D.
Yeah, I gave it a C.
I'm giving it a hard D because of the casting and the fact that there were yummy men.
The casting, I think, and this is like, I never think this way about adaptations. I think the casting was like really good for most of the characters. How did you feel about Josephine? I know you were on the fence about her.
She grew on me, although like there were so many cringeworthy scenes with her that I was just like.
The thing is though, is I don't think that was her. I really think it was whoever wrote the script.
I know.
Yeah.
And the thing is that I love Anna.
Yeah.
I love this story.
Yeah.
And I really, really wanted to love this movie.
I did too.
And I just couldn't.
I even said in my clip last night, which we'll have inserted at some point, I think I don't think Hardin in the movie was at all the same as Book Hardin, but I don't think it was Hero's fault. I think he did the best with what he was given in that script.
There were, I think, only 2. I think there were only 2 scenes where I was like, okay, there's our Hardin.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm covering up the mic. Let's hope I'm not. That would suck. Also, who the fuck was Carol Young? That was not
That
at
was not
all.
her mom, like, at all. I was wanting that, like, hardcore beef.
Can we talk about the fact that the Elizabeth Bennet needs to chill?
Okay, I was cackling through so much
funny.
of this movie.
There was like some,
because there were some really, really funny parts,
Yeah.
and some parts I enjoyed, but there were a lot of cringeworthy parts. That
Like
I was
the fact that
the writing is just
yeah,
not good here.
and I talked about this in my clips last night too. The fact that they knew each other for like 2 days, and he was like, "Oh, let's go to my favorite place on earth."
Yeah, and
So
not to
this-
mention that one of those days was a day that they didn't like each other.
Yeah, like there was weeks of build up before that happened in the
Tons
book.
of build up before that happened. I feel like it was really jumpy,
Yeah.
and you did not get the full story of Tess and Hardin.
Yeah.
You didn't really get a story at all, to be fair. This is a very large book, and I'm sure it's very difficult to put it into a movie adaptation.
For sure. Like, I know things had to have been left out, and that's not what I'm upset about. I think that they had a lot of, once again, I talked about this last night, there was a lot of wasted time. That film, or that part at the aquarium didn't need to happen.
No,
The fact
it
that
didn't.
if you cut them swimming around in that lake and just looking at each other.
And actually
I
having
guess-
like some dialogue.
Yeah, I get you'd have like 30 seconds of silence. Like it was just, there was so much wasted time. And the scene where Steph and Tristan were like making out in her bed, it's like that wasn't necessary.
No, it really wasn't. There were so many other ones that they could have chosen.
With that,
to
they could have done a
build the
whole
story.
scene with that. With if they cut out that part, that was so much more like important in the progression of the story. So I think they really managed their time poorly, and I think that and the script were like the biggest things for me.
And the ending.
Yeah,
Like, are you?
that irritated me.
Were you? I'm sorry. Did you accidentally cut the film too soon? Because there's got to be something more there.
Well, no, that's actually, it went farther than the book did at the end.
Yeah, it did.
The book ended with her finding out about the bet.
which I thought would have been great.
Yeah, I don't know why they needed that whole thing with like the essay that he wrote.
Which was actually just like a paragraph.
Yeah, it wasn't even like a whole essay. And he literally put, "I love you, please forgive me," in his essay.
Like, no, you need to say that to my face,
Yeah.
first of all, before I even start considering that.
And he was so, like, Hardin was such like a soft
he was so
boy.
soft. Oh
I
my
was
goodness,
like-
that's not Hardin Scott, guys.
Like, when he walked into the room and was like, "What are you doing in here?" I was like, in the book,
Excuse
he
me,
was like,
he
"What the
freaks
fuck are you
out.
doing in my room?" Like, he lost
freaked
his
out.
shit.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. I was like, "Ooh, I want to see this boy
And he
get
didn't.
angry," and he didn't.
He didn't. He was like, "What are you doing in here, Teresa?" It was so fucking annoying.
And he only called her Teresa once.
Twice.
When was
And he doesn't say
In the room,
Teresa
and then
in the coffee shop, was it? I don't remember. I know
the
that it was
dorm room.
twice. Maybe it was dorm room.
I don't know.
He says Teresa, like fucking chorizo or something. I was like,
Look, don't get me
pissed
wrong.
off.
I really, really like the actors, and
I did too. I liked Hero and I really liked Josephine too. I thought they were both really good.
Yeah, I
And
thought they were really
loved
good, and I
Landon.
really loved Zed. I wish
Oh
there
my
was more
God.
Zed.
He had like
Can
4
we just
fucking
talk about that?
lines. He wasn't.
He was
also,
he
the
was-
fact that he wasn't involved, it wasn't like a bet like it was in the book.
No, it
was him
wasn't.
just being like, "Oh, I can do this."
That's
It
what
wasn't a bet
pisses me
between
off.
him and
Like,
Zed.
I wish it
And that's
was-
such a pivotal like point.
Yes, because
in-
Zed is such a pivotal character.
He's such an important character in the books. I wonder what they're gonna do if they do get a sequel, how they're gonna incorporate him. So I know that was like a little all over the place, but
We are kind
hopefully-
of all over the place
Yeah,
right now.
we don't even know what to think. But hopefully between my first impressions and then us talking right now, you kind of got the gist of it. I gave it a C. She gave it a D.
I
You
just
saw
wish there
last
was more
night.
dialogue.
Jake, who's never even read the books, gave it a C minus.
I can't believe Jake rated it higher than me.
I know. I can't believe Jake even like paid enough attention to
My
rate it at
goodness,
all.
I kind of feel bad now, but there was.
It was the casting.
It was
The
so
casting
jumping.
saved it for me.
It was so jumpy.
It was. And here's the thing is usually in adaptations, like y'all know we've talked about it in a video before, I'm a huge Twilight fan. I hated the casting. I hated most of the casting for the Twilight movies. Usually in book to movie adaptations, I hate who they cast as the characters, but I really liked Hero and Josephine, and I really, really, really liked the guy who played Landon. What's his name? I don't remember. He was good. I really liked him as
Most of
Landon.
their real names, to be honest.
Oh, also Ken. No accent.
What is that?
I'm sorry.
What is that?
I was so pissed off by that. Hopefully we get a sequel so we can see my Boo Boo Vance.
Really, really praying for a sequel because I'd like to
Yeah.
see some more Zed.
I
Some more
love
development.
Christian Vance. He's my favorite character in all of the books. I called him Daddy Vance, and Chastity or her sister in the backseat hated it. So, but it is what it is. We all know I like a nice older man.
You sure do.
Yeah. So,
Did you hear my seatbelt?
I know. I guess that's it.
That's
I
it.
guess we're just gonna end it here. Back to your regularly scheduled Bookish Babes sit-down videos next week, but we just needed
Right.
to get this shit off of our chest while it was still
Absolutely.
fresh.
We hope you liked our opinions. Our
Yeah, don't be
highly,
mad.
highly opinion. Please don't be mad at us.
But I have a
really
feeling that
wanted
a lot
love
of
this
people
movie.
who read the book will agree with us.
So, like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you think if you've seen the movie.
All of our stuff will be linked down below, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.